Hey everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today we are talking Peloton and fitness. Totally forgot about this. It was sitting on my desk and I got too excited about fitness to mention it, but I'm adding this clip back in. I'm also going to walk you through the Peloton tracker in this video. I ended up having a little bit of a bumpy road in February, so we're going to talk about it a tiny bit. I've already covered this in planner videos, but I'm going to talk strictly workout in this one, so it may be a little bit of a repeat if you watch my plan with me type videos or my goal videos. So for one thing, I did end up getting my blue circle in the Peloton app every day. I did not work out every day, but I did do meditation certain days. I also did some restorative yoga. I feel like that's kind of like a cheat day, rest day type of thing, because you basically like lay down and relax for 20 minutes and it's really, really nice. They're just different stretch positions. You really just have to let go and relax, and it's super duper relaxing, and I don't consider that exercise. So I don't get my blue check mark for working out every day. I feel like rest days are really, really important, and I totally felt that. I was really going like 90 miles an hour up until we left to go on a dance competition trip, and we went to Dallas for a weekend, and I really just hit a wall when we got back. I was just super duper exhausted, felt burnt out, and really just needed like a week to recuperate, and I didn't do any kind of working out from that Saturday onward. And by like the Wednesday of that week, I was feeling a little bit down and a little bit blue, and I thought it was just maybe kind of like recovering from the exhaustion of the weekend. It was just a really exciting, just go, go, go type of weekend, and I'm just not used to that kind of level of socializing and noise and kid volume, and it was just a lot. It was my first time doing something like that with a kid, and of course that's something that I'm gonna have to get used to a little bit more, but for my first time it was definitely like a culture shock experience for me. I was just overall just really lacking motivation, and it totally affected me working out. I basically just rested for a few days, and then I hit that mark where I just started feeling really blue, kind of weepy, almost like crying at things, and I didn't know what was going on. And I was talking to Johnny about it, and again, this is like a little repeat of something I've already said, but I'm gonna say it in this video because it relates to fitness. So I was talking to John. I was like, man, I feel like I'm depressed. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. I want to cry at the drop of a hat. I'm just kind of just feeling blue the whole day. And he's like, that's strange. Is there something on your mind? Is there something we need to talk about? If there's something we need to change in our routine, or I need to help you out in any way with this, like let me know what's going on and I can help, and we can try to figure things out. And I was like, there's like nothing I can think of. I think, you know, everything's going good with our relationship. The kids are great. It's just me. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. And we talked for a little bit, and then he went back to work. And then later on, he's like, okay, by the way, there's this thing called workout withdrawal. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you've been working out really hard, but you haven't been working out for these last few days. Maybe it's that. And he just like kind of brought this up, like maybe it's this, like you're used to those endorphins and you haven't been getting them. And I was like, maybe. I'm like, it's kind of a weird thing. I wouldn't think, because like I do work out, but I don't like push really, really hard every day. So it's not like I'm this extreme marathoner type of person withdrawing from these huge, huge levels of endorphins. It's just me working out every day and trying to get like 30 minutes of exercise. And a lot of days I hit that easily, but I don't always do it. Like I do take a rest day here and there, but I ended up Googling what he was talking about, and sure enough, like all the markers were there. Like I was a little bit more irritable. I was a little bit more stressed out, and it had been days since we got back from the competition. So yeah, I totally am like addicted to working out. I don't think it's really an addiction, but my body really just craves those happy-go-lucky feelings, and I totally felt it after I didn't work out for like 4 or 5 days. Totally felt it. And I realized in that moment, like once I was reading the stuff, and I was like, OMG, this is exactly what I'm going through. I totally have workout withdrawals. Like I'm so used to those happy-go-lucky endorphins helping me out, and especially like I wake up early, get my workout in a lot, and feel great, and I'm great for the day pretty much. Yeah, totally happened. And since then I realized I've got to stick with it. I can't skip a lot of days in a row. I'm not gonna take just like a rest week, which is what I had intended. So the next day I got on the bike and I started feeling better, like pretty much immediately. So I definitely think that the bike helps me keep a level mood, a level head, totally alleviate some stress, because I was not doing anything. I didn't have anywhere to be, anything to do. I was just like having a rest week, and I was still having like stress feelings. I was still stressed and anxious, and all these things that I realized that the working out totally helps for me, and I didn't realize that it was so important to me. But now, since I took that break from it, I realized how important the exercise has become to me. And again, I've told you guys this in like my year update video for fitness. Never in a million years would I think I would be the person that craves working out, and I've never in a million years thought I would be the person who would have workout withdrawals, like legit workout withdrawals, because I love it so much and it helps my body so much. So I am back to trying to work out most days, but I'm still trying to do 1 to 2 rest days. I really try to plan for Wednesday and Sunday to be my 2 rest days. I will adjust as needed, listen to my body. Yesterday, I planned on having it be a rest day. I slept later. I slept an extra hour, which was awesome, and woke up and just felt like I needed that workout. So I ended up jumping on Bradley Rose's 12:30 Central Time, 12:30 live ride, and it was great. I PR'd. I usually don't work out that time of day, and I had eaten lunch like, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes before then, and I thought that would probably be a bad thing, but I think it gave me more energy and more power because I totally blew my PR out of the water. It was a 30-minute ride, and my previous PR was 2:16, and this was like 2:30, like 2:30 or 2:31, and I thought that was a really, really big jump to make. I've been really working on trying to have my resting resistance be 40. It used to be 30 and then it went to 35, and I'm really trying to push to that 40. And sometimes I can do it. Sometimes I still have to drop down to like 36 or 37, but I'm really trying to make that be my resting resistance. That is going well. I've been able to push my resistance up higher and higher as far as like getting out of the saddle. I've been hitting 60 quite frequently, and that's felt great. I feel like I'm definitely getting more power. I'm building up the endurance because of the Peloton. The longer type days I try to hit on Saturday. I try to do at least like a 45-minute on Saturday. That's much longer than the 20s or 30s that I'm used to doing, and I'm really trying to incorporate more 30-minute classes as well. That's just really a look at how February went. I took this long break, totally did not work for me, and now I'm back on track and really just loving it again. And I ended up doing this. I will jump to the other camera and show this in just a minute, but I set it up to where I'm doing the 2-day arms challenge 3 days a week, and then riding my bike 3 days a week. And I can throw more days in for any other thing, but those are the things I'm really trying to stick to. I'm really trying to not force the hardcore on the floor calendar. I'm just trying to get into like the habit of waking up every day at 5:30, except like a rest day, I can wake up at 6:30, but really trying to get my workout in every morning and being really consistent with that. And so far I've been pretty consistent with that. So I'm planning on sticking with that and just concentrating on that this month. Sunday is definitely going to be a dedicated rest day, but I ended up putting yoga on Sunday. So I'm excited to do a longer yoga session. I tried to do I really like the 10-minute ones. I feel like the 10-minute, I get some good stretching in, but it's not so long that it's boring for me. So I'm really trying to extend that time to where the 20 minutes are like a nice pace thing. And then eventually I can get into the 30-minute ones. But right now the 20 minutes seem really long, and then the 30 minutes seem like an eternity. So those are really hard for me to stay in, like mentally stay in with those. But I'm going to try my best to start building up to that so that Sunday I can just put on one of those like artist series 30-minute yogas and just rock out to that. And that would be my workout for the day, and it would close my rings. And I'd be really happy if I could get to where the 30-minute ones are more enjoyable for me. They're just not, they're just too long for me at this point. But anyway, that basically covers like my goals for this month. I'm trying to ride the bike as much as possible, do some hardcore on the floor, do the 2-day arms challenge. They're actually light, they're called arms and light weights. So you do 1, 2, or 3 pound weights. I have 3 pounds, and I really wish I had 1 pound for these, because they just, this like overly fast repetitive motions, and by the end your muscles are on fire. They're really, really good for arm toning. Because of how weird the month was, I didn't really keep track of favorite classes or anything. So I don't have any of those written out, and I also have not measured anything. So I really need to just pull out the tape measure and measure from month to month, because I'm back into it more. I just haven't pulled out the tape measure and used it. So I want to talk about stats. I'll throw this up on the screen, although it is March 3rd. So the results are a little bit different. I'm close to hitting the 300 mark for the cycling classes. I'm at 286, which is good. Hopefully in March I will hit that. And then I am on my 59th week streak. So I've been using the Peloton app consistently for 59 weeks. You can get the week streak as long as you do one kind of workout the entire week, but I've been really trying to just hit it daily. So I always tend to get my blue circle. I think I've missed like 1 or 2 days since I've been keeping up with it. Otherwise, I don't keep track of the numbers. I'm just really excited to hit the 300 cycling. I'm really hoping to hit 500 by the end of this year, and I'm just not sure that it's gonna happen. I don't know. It depends on how many classes I stack during my Pelofondos. I feel like that helps bump up the numbers quite a bit. When I do like a whole weekend of riding the bike, it really bumps up the numbers. But yeah, other than that, I think the working out's going great. I still love my Peloton, and we are setting up the home gym. It's just a slow, painful process. We're about to start working on the accent wall. I've planned it all out on paper, but we have to actually plan it all out on the wall and start cutting and doing all the things for that. So that is in the works, and hopefully soon the bike will be out of here and we can start setting up an actual home gym, and it'll be so nice to have it all nice and exactly how I have it in my mind. I think that's it for now. I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the actual like planning phase of this, which is the overhead camera, and I'll show you guys how I set this up and how my goal pages are for this book for the month of March. I didn't stick with actually using the planner. I found that it definitely helps me to use the planner. It helps me stay motivated. I'm gonna get back into using this planner and sticking with it. I ended up doing 2 new to me challenges last month. I already had moved one of them. I tried to do this postnatal abs challenge, and I got through 2 weeks, and I found that it just, I don't know, it did not resonate with me. I find that the breathing stuff helped, but I just don't like, it's definitely geared towards new moms. So like all of her talk about be gentle with you just grew a human, all that stuff, it wasn't very motivational because my tiniest human is almost 2.5 years old. So I found that that part was just, it didn't resonate with me at all. So I kind of found like it was a chore, and I don't want any kind of my fitness to be a chore. So I'm going to put this one on a shelf. I left it in the book, so maybe I'll come back and work on the other ones, but I did find that the breathing in it was helpful. I've been trying to use that doing other things, so I will keep that in here, but I'm not going to be continuing on with the actual challenge. Now, I did like the Tunde challenge. I ended up doing 1 last week and then totally forgetting about it the rest of the week, so I'm going to be on this week number 3. I skipped 1 week. Okay, so I thought that this would be a fun way to change things up. So here is what I've got decorated, and I really like how it turned out. These are not all straight, I can tell. We're a little bit wonky. I liked putting a little bit of motivation everywhere on here, and then there I can see like what my week to week is going to look like, and I really like having it sort of mapped out like that. That gives me a starting point, and then I can put my daily details on the actual week pages, and I probably will still decorate these a little bit with the Plan With Me's, at least like enough with the Peloton stickers to cover up this and put a little inspiration up at the top. But I liked having this mapped out. I found that the Hardcore on the Floor calendar, writing it all out, was kind of a time suck, so I'm not going to do that this time. I'll just print the calendar now that she has check marks or check boxes with it. So I ended up going back, and I will stick with this one. I ended up moving it to the March tab. I went ahead and wrote in my goals here: arms challenge with Tunde, bike as much as possible, hardcore on the floor as much as possible. And then I also want to add in yoga Sundays, because I do yoga here and there throughout the week, but I want to make a dedicated rest day for the week, and yoga sounds like a good way to make it a rest day. And also Wednesday is going to be a rest day for me. I'll just do what I feel like doing, get on the bike and do a lower impact type thing. And so I went ahead and went back through my Peloton history. You can see what workouts you do. And I wrote down from today and then went backwards and wrote out how far I've been behind. It'll show you. So I wrote out today, I wrote out all of last week, I wrote out all of the week previous to that, and I wrote back the week we went to Dallas. I hadn't even written in my stuff before we left to Dallas, and this was Dallas weekend, so I was way behind on writing everything out, but I got it all written out. And then I also updated my monthly thing here, and then I looked on the bike instead of adding it all up. I didn't want to waste time adding it all up week to week. I just added up the total for the month, which is 119 miles, which I think is really good. I'm proud of that. I really try to aim for 150 because that's the gold medal badge thing, but I got the silver, which is fine. It's just, it is what it is, but I think I still did great. I mean, it's over 100 miles, which is awesome. I'm very, very proud of that. So I am happy with my progress, even though I took quite a big break here from Sunday all the way basically to Thursday. So that's when I started feeling pretty down in the dumps. It was like Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I started working out more on Thursday and onward. I've been keeping up with it. I've skipped a few days here and there, but I don't mind skipping a few days. It was just me skipping quite a bit of time, and I needed the mood boost. And that's really how I'm gonna leave it. I've got this. I don't end up needing or wanting all of the tracking stuff, except I do want the miles page, so I will write out the days. I think there's 31 days. Yeah, 31 days in March, so I'll write the 31 days numbers out really quick, and then I will call it done for this. All right, so we got our 31 days on the mileage tracker. I was dotting the Sundays, so that would help me like keep track of the weekly totals, but I don't know if I'm gonna do the weekly totals. I think I might just keep with the monthly total and that's it. And so all the numbers and things I had planned on writing out, I'm just simplifying it. I don't need all this stuff. Actually, I didn't put much there, but the week numbers, the start and end, the weekly weigh-in, I'm not gonna write any of that in here because I just wanna concentrate on the actual mileage and the working out, and the arms challenge will be right on the tab, so I can flip to that and use that. And I think that is it. I don't have plans for this. I might write down favorite rides, but I didn't even keep track of that this month, so it might not be much in the favorites video this month. I'm happy to get it started and set up, and my first thing is already in here, so real quick we'll decorate this first week. I do want to do yoga on Sundays, and that will start this week, so I'm going to grab one of the yoga people for Sunday. That'll be Sunday yoga lady. Oops. Stuck to my finger better than the paper. Okay, so that's it for this one. This one actually has a lot of things that aren't actually just yoga, which is good. Some of this is meal prep stuff too, so I need to remember to grab this one out. Ooh, I like this one. Fall in love with taking care of your body. Super cute. Oops. But these ones, actually, these clear ones are tricky because they don't peel up as good. Yeah, it's still crooked. Oh well, it's crooked. We'll keep it at that. And I'm gonna grab a Peloton sticker to cover this up a little bit. I have tons of these Peloton stickers I need to use. Oh, there's a good sheet. I don't even know if I've used this one before. It's very rainbowy. I don't know if it's white backing. Okay, yeah, it is. That'll work covering this calendar up, but I don't want it to hang over the side. There we go. Definitely covers up the calendar a little bit. I'm gonna do these ones until they run out, and then I will go on to like the little bicycles that I had purchased before. So I did do biking today. I will do biking in the morning tomorrow, and also Thursday and Saturday is my plan. So I plan on taking Wednesdays a little bit easy, Sundays way easy, doing a rest day because I'm going to be doing Saturday Peloton training, which is just like a longer day. So I will do a few classes stacked back to back. Right now, I'm really trying to keep up with doing every Bradley Rose new ride as he posts them. So I will try to like finish up the week's rides that day and then add in whatever else I want. So today I did 2 of his 10-minute rides. This morning it was hard for me to get up, so I just took it easy, did a 20-minute session there and 2 easy classes. And that's it. So I think I am set up for March. I like how it looks, and I will decorate each week as they come. And now, last but not least, it's time to talk about the cross stitch challenge. So as you can see, I finished the first page of the cross stitch and I moved on to the second page. You can see all the pink highlighted stuff is what I have done, and I went through yesterday. So today's the 3rd, I'll do that one. So yeah, really, really cute. I'm seeing it actually start coming together now. I've already walked through all of this stuff as far as supplies and technique and all that stuff. You can check out my last video on it. I will link it down below for you guys, but here's what it looks like. This is through a couple of days in March, but otherwise it's there. And I did these in chunks, like I did like almost a week at a time, and then another week at a time, and then another week at a time, that kind of thing this month. And I think that works better than me trying to pull this out every night and use it every night. But the only thing is I didn't go in and click all of my workouts, so I need to be better about writing things down. I did end up not using my fitness tracker for a couple of weeks, and I didn't write down like personal bests and stuff throughout that. So I need to be better about that, because you can see I put all the like the metallic threads in between, and then none of this has threads in between, but I should put one here because I did get a personal best yesterday. I know that one, but otherwise I haven't kept track with those. I didn't want to go click back to all the different workouts in the app and find out what medals and things I had gotten for that. So I will try to be better about that moving forward, but I did write down all the workouts. So here's the first part of the P starting to come down, and it'll wrap around. The part up at the top will stick up, but I am really happy with that. I can see it starting to really come together now. We're working on the 3rd month, and you can see, let's see, where's my 2nd page here? You can see I will finish up this page this month, and it gets me to number 30. So I'll start a new page at the very, very end of this month and keep on tracking across. I'll go the same kind of way I'm going around counterclockwise. But I'm really having fun with it. I think it looks awesome. You can see I did a lot of meditation for rest days. So that added up a lot of this darker blue during my resting phase, my resting week, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's cool. I'm really excited to be able to put this up in the workout room. Hopefully the workout room will be done way before this will be done, but we'll see. It's a slow process, but I hope that you guys liked a look at this. I hope you liked gazing in at how February went and how I'm moving along in March. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.